Hey, Vatti again, coming in with another Ramble video. How's it going? This one's on time, fortunately. I didn't feel the need to not be inspired to do one like I was the past couple months or so. So you're getting this one on the day it's meant to be released, so lucky you guys. I was quite inspired to do a Ramble today, especially because Parker just released a Ramble video. I'll put a link of that in the description, so you should go watch that one after you finish this one. So I'm going to be following the same type of format than that one. I'm going to be talking about real life stuff first, just kind of giving you a quick catch up on that if you're interested, and then talk about the game stuff. There's not really much to say in terms of in-game stuff. There's a few tangential topics that I need to touch on, which happened between the last Ramble and this one. One of those being Tyler's ban, so I'll get to that a bit later if you want to stick around to hear about that. But first of all, let's get rid of the real life stuff. My dissertation is due in on Tuesday, and I'm really excited about handing it in, so that's finally over. It's been a long time coming for me to go from where I was in terms of my depression, back like 6 or 7 years ago, to being able to complete a university degree. That's a big achievement for me, so I'm really proud of that. And the dissertation is kind of like 2 years in the making of me just being really pissed off with political correctness and me just like, what is the motivation behind this? And I took a psychological frame to it and I answered the question, and I'm happy to talk about that, make a separate video, like give like a PowerPoint presentation of my dissertation and really talk about that topic in great detail. So if you guys are interested in that, then let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to script out a proper video on the topic itself. It'll probably be like a half an hour long video, like a proper academic presentation on what my dissertation topic was about. So if you guys are interested in that, or if you did the survey, which I asked people to do a couple months ago, then maybe you'll be interested in the results and what I found and what the whole dissertation was about and what the questionnaire was about and what all the questions mean and all that stuff. So it'll give you a better idea of the type of topics that I was looking at. So maybe that's something you're interested in. Let me know in the comments down below if you are. So yeah, uni's coming to an end. I graduate in July. I'm really looking forward to that. It's finally going to be an excuse for my my parents to, well, my parents and my sister to be in one place again. It's hardly ever a time where that's the case. My mum and dad aren't together, and they haven't been since I was like 4 or so. But it's still pretty amicable relationships. They just never. This is never really the excuse to be in the same room. So it's really happy that I can kind of bring everyone together again and you know, go out for lunch or something and watch me succeed, which is lovely. In terms of succeeding, I need like a 2-1 degree to do the masters that I want to do, and I should be on track to that. There's a calculator that you can use at the on the uni website, which tells you kind of, if you put in your marks, then it tells you what type of degree that you'll get, and I'm pretty much on track for that. Unless I fail all my exams, which is highly doubtful, then I should be on track for getting a pretty decent degree, so that's nice. What else? I wanted to touch again on like something else that's been on my mind as well, is in terms of like getting into a relationship with someone before I go to America. Shit. I need to make another thing of those. Getting into a relationship with someone before I go to America. I don't think that's gonna happen, so I'm pretty much gonna be like out of long-term relationships for the next 5 to 6 years or so. So that should be fun. Try not to get myself caught up in anyone's business between now and then, unless they really want to come along with me. That's not changing. I'm definitely going to America. There's nothing that's going to stop me from doing that, unless the only person that's going to stop me from doing that is me and my effort, and I doubt very much that I'll be a hindrance in that. I'm pretty motivated to become an American citizen. Now, like every day, my desire to become an American citizen just goes stronger and stronger. So, and it's nothing really to do with the president either. Like having Trump as a president does help quite a lot, because I do like a lot of his policies, and I do like having conservatives around the leadership of places. But I'm starting to learn more that states are the state governance is a lot more influence on your daily life than any of the legislation. Any of the federal stuff. So I'm looking more into states that are very you know, comfy to live in, things like Texas and stuff like that, places like Florida, places with low taxes basically. So I'm looking forward to that and seeing what I can do. One last thing before I go into the RuneScape stuff is that I'm really looking forward to summer. I'll finally have time to start going to the gym regularly again, look after myself a bit more. I was getting, like I talked about it in my depression video that I made a couple months ago, that of my thoughts about depression and my battle with it, and it's not really something I'm going to harp on now because it's not really something I like to talk about, only when kind of like provoked I'd like to bring it up. But in general, I kind of felt the same way I was feeling back in the day, not to the full extent or anything, just like a tiny inkling of it. There was uni was getting a bit stressful. Again, like I got involved with someone else who definitely didn't share the same values as me, and it was kind of like a one-off thing, and there was a whole bit of drama surrounding that, which I probably won't get into. But yeah, I'm out of that and it's all good. So yeah, life was a bit stressful, and I managed to pull myself out of it. It's really weird how if you think about the way you were feeling in the past, like a couple years ago, at the moment, and like at the time, it feels really traumatic. Like there's no way you'll feel any different ever again. But then, like if you think about it a few years later, you're like a completely different person. You know, you just need to recognize that you're basically a different person second by second, and how you feel doesn't necessarily indicate how you feel in the future. So it's just about making sure that you understand exactly how emotions work. I'm running out of energy. I'm a fucking idiot. Let me just swag walk up to the ladder here. So yeah, it's all about just taking into account that type of thing. So yeah, I've got that all sorted, and it's all lovely. So onto the RuneScape stuff. So let me just manually make this. I got 200 mil thieving. I decided not to get that on stream or record a video or anything. I kind of just wanted it over and done with. I'm very, 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 very happy that I got this sorted. Because of all the false bans and all the nerfing talk around thieving, I didn't really want to wait for it that long. Plus the method I was doing, which was gem nights, I wanted to get out of the way as soon as possible and start buying all the gems, because there are a few Ironmen now who, I don't know, maybe are inspired by what I did, or they kind of knew about the method but they're moving on to thieving now before the nerf, that are also doing gem nights, which means that a lot more Ironmen are going to have toggle, and they're going to want to have to spend that toggle. So it just means that the shop is going to be way more crowded than it already is already. By the way, stop buying sapphires and emeralds at the shop. Just like the whole point of the shop is to spend all the toggle that you got from other sources. If you're purposely buying chaos runes, for example, to then sell to the shop for toggle, then to buy gems, you're being really fucking retarded. Like, first of all, go to Keldagrim if you want some like exchange gems or whatever. The stock isn't as high, but it's what we used to do for emeralds for lavas, so maybe you should feel the way back in my day. And second of all, it's just not as good as a method as other crafting methods. Like, go kill green dragons, go do it macroly. Like, if you really wanted to micro it to 99, sure. But anything more than that is just super inappropriate. And even then, there's better micro methods, like charters, for instance. Take the cancer of buying from shops from gems for people who got toggle properly, to charters where it's pretty much free. Although yeah, you profit from cutting the gems and making them to bracelets and alchemy. It's so much longer of a process that the profit isn't worth the time invested. So that's what I feel in. But if you it's an alternative to charters, but it's definitely not as good. I would much prefer you to not use the fucking shop from people who have toggle from like the proper, in air quotes, ways of doing it. But that's just one, just to play devil's advocate on my own position. It's just one aspect of playing Ironman, so I can't necessarily complain about it. And however people play the game is up to them, really. It's just when it influences the way I do it, it's really annoying. So it just makes buying gems a lot harder to do. You kind of have to do it on early mornings. You have to use PvP worlds. You have to use Australian worlds. So I use all of that too, and total worlds as well. So I try and make sure that I get full stocks every time. Otherwise it's boring. The real advantage of gem shopping, which I'm not sure if they did this on purpose, Jagex or not, but what you can do is you can have the gem bag, you can have your toggle, you can have nature runes, you can have your alks, and you can have the coins from the nature runes all in your inventory, and then that leaves you with 23 spaces left, and then the amount of gems that you buy if you buy all of them, so diamond, ruby, emerald and sapphire, is 23, which means that you can basically buy a full world's full, fill your gem pouch, and still have enough inventory space to do alks while you run back and forth from the bank. I also tend to do one alk before I world hop as well, so it just means that I get my alks done faster. I lose like 1 tick on the world hop, but I get my alk done, so it's no big deal. But yeah, that's what I'm doing at the moment. The current goal at the moment is to graduate from uni and then get rank 2 crafting. I highly doubt that I'll get rank 1 crafting unless Kepi never plays again. But considering I've finished 200 mil thieving macro wise, like doing it the best possible way, so I started at like 19 mil thieving or something. I went gem knights straight to 200 mil. Considering I did that, I'm well ahead in terms of like the macro crafting for all of Ironman now, so I can really pull ahead and get some more done. It all depends on how much Vorkath people kill in the future and whether I transition from crafting and some other skills in between to getting my Dragon Hunter crossbow and then going back to Slayer for the rest of my crafting XP at Vorkath. It all depends on that, but currently the goal is like rank 2 crafting or 50 mil crafting or so. I have 50 mil crafting banked in battle staffs and gems. I just need to do my battle staffs outcome and then get the gold ore, which I'll get from like 20 mil smithing, and then have all the gold bars ready to use all the gems that I have. So that's the current plan at the moment. This is why I'm making aerobes. This also might be the last time I make aerobes on purpose for battle staffs that I buy from dailies. Maybe I'll do it in the future, but I didn't really mind crafting all the cosmics. That was pretty nice. I didn't mind that at all. And this is pretty chill, especially with make all now. You can just like hold space, and if you time your clicks right, it's just always a 4-tick cycle. So alright, so that's pretty much all the goals and the thieving and stuff. So Tyler got banned, and I didn't tweet about it or anything really. I tweeted some like satirical stuff, but I didn't make any serious statements about it. First of all, if anyone is making fun of Tyler for getting banned because he got banned before and fucking stupid, I'm like, go fuck yourself. Like it's the most bullshit ban. He got banned for the most bullshit reason, and he's completely 100% innocent. I will stand by that. I refuse to believe that Tyler would do anything to do with account hacking. And if he did, then I'm shocked. But from what I know about him, and we talked pretty much like every day for like a long period of time, and I fucking miss that dude, man. It's seriously making me consider why, like what the Ironman community is anymore, really. Like Erudite is a really good clan for Ironman. It's like the home for like top skill at Ironman. But ever since like Solitary came out, the community's been split up enough itself, and I kind of prefer. I think Ironman's best suited for PVM as opposed to skilling. Like if you really wanted to skill, it's more impressive on an Ironman, but the whole like macro skilling way is a way bigger community on main. So I'm like, I kind of get if you want to be a main and skill, that's fine, but if you want to PVM, you got to do it on an Ironman. So that the whole we're a niche enough as it is, which is kind of depressing. But then once your main skiller goes and never comes back to the game, it's pretty fucking depressing. There was a period of time where Tyler was getting really close to my EHP rank. He was like 200 EHP behind, and I played so much than I should have. I played so much more than I should have, just so I could like make him not pass me. And I knew he would, because he's a fucking beast. And I knew I'd burn out eventually, but I put in some pretty hefty weeks to my standard at least, to make sure that he didn't pass me, and that competition was really nice. I'm gonna miss that a lot, and I was really looking forward to doing a lot of herbivore. Like I was gonna do herbivore after thieving, but now I'm doing crafting. I was gonna leave the crafting for a while and go do herbivore to finish up Tyler's 200 mil, right? But he fucking got banned for no good reason. I feel like he's completely innocent, and it's one of the I have zero faith. Tyler's ban's one reason. There are many other reasons that maybe I'll talk about in the future of why I have no faith in Jagex's like security or anti-cheating or anything like that. It's just like the way they ban people was so weird. It calls into question many of the other like Smackdown bans you see on Reddit and things like that. It's like, how many people got banned for no good reason, but they're not like a popular player, so they can't really talk about it. Like, I it's definitely in the majority that are like, no, this is bullshit, especially after all the evidence that Fraser got, because he was there, like he was facilitating it as well. So there's no way that ban is legitimate, especially with the video that Fraser put out. I'll put that in the description as well. It's just like, man, anyway, sad. So anyway, Rip Tyler, one of the best Ironman in the game, and really inspired me to play a lot more. I wouldn't be playing as much as I did, and I probably wouldn't be playing the way I'm playing now if it wasn't for Tyler. So yeah, he really did hold the community together, and I'm kind of worried about the state of things now that we're all kind of not really talking much anymore and that type of thing. We'll see. Maybe some more effort to put into like kind of binding the community together, because like no one can really replace him either, like, and no one really should try to either. Like, there's no way you can do that. You kind of had to be like original, you know. See, I don't know who that figure could be. That super nice dude who would just like kind of like bridge gaps between the high level community and the skiller Ironman community. It's kind of difficult, so oh well. Drop. Anyway, the next thing I'll talk about is the last thing I'll talk about. Lowlander got a sigil between my last ramble and this ramble, one is hardcore Ironman, and he boosted it. I just want to say congratulations to Lowlander for the first hardcore Ironman sigil from Corp. And you can take that statement how you will. You can infer what I feel about boosting on hardcore Ironman. You can infer what I feel about morality in the game mode. You can infer all of that from this following statement. Congratulations to Lowlander for getting the first hardcore Ironman sigil. That's about it. I think I'll sign off now and keep doing these aerobs. I've got like 13 hours left or so to do them, so fucking exhausting, but hopefully we'll be able to get it done. Just a quick rank video, I guess. Yeah, crashed all of those cosmics. That's from Alking. I'm gonna make all of those. I've still got those to go. I made those to do the aerobs. What else? I'm alking the rest of those while I do gem buying. I need to do all these clues. I'm out of herb seeds, but I've got a lot of tree seeds. I still need to do some more bird house runs, so that's from Herbivore. I need to sort out what's he saying. Hey, I'll say hey to you later. Pots, clues, Zora. Running out of magic logs. I need more magic logs. Gems. I started out with 13 mil. I'm at 10 mil now. I'm at 1094. So yeah, those are stacking up. If you look at the screenshot for 200 mil thieving, you'll be able to see how many gems I have and how much I've bought since, so you can kind of have an idea. I need more gold bars because this doesn't cover it at all. What else? Doing some fletching. I'll get 20 more fletching soon. Nothing here, nothing new here. Still got that baby, and nothing new here as well. Still need to alk all of these and alk all of these and stuff, so still need to do these as well. Got a lot of shit to do. 20 mil prayer banked, all that shit. 20 mil construction banked, all that shit. Life's good, man. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next month. Peace out. Bye.